There are battles that did not start from the village. They did not start from the enemies. They did not start from your families. These are not battles that started even from the coven. These are battles that start from the heart. Hear me, somebody. You see, a wounded person is not too much different from a wicked person. Why? Because a wicked person knows he's wicked. A wounded person can be doing wicked things and he does not know he's doing wicked things. Sometimes both to himself and to the people even around him. Let's take this further. A wounded person is like an open door for Satan to walk in and to walk out at will. A wounded person is an open door for Satan to walk in and to walk out if he chooses not to heal. It's even worse if he does not know he is wounded. How does he decide to get healed? Let's look at a situation. It's a scenario of girl meets man. So as girl meets man, I know this boy girl situation. Man begins to treat her like a queen. Man begins to buy her presents. Man begins to shower her with attention. Man begins to talk love into her. This girl is so touched by everything going on. She can't believe that people like this exist and everything is okay until one day, girl discovers the same man showering her with all those love and all those niceties is sleeping with her junior sister, is sleeping with her best friend, is sleeping with her colleague, and she confronts him broken-heartedly, weeping with tears, and he treats her badly. He treats her nonchalantly, as if what is the big deal? Girl gets hot, but tells herself, this is the last time I will allow anybody to even deceive me because of what one man did. A lot of men begin to suffer. This girl now goes on a mission. She also begins to target men. She begins to say things like, all these men are a scam. Don't let anybody deceive you. I don't know whether you found situations where you see a mother telling a newlywed child, men are not like that. Oh, be very careful. That is how I did to your father, and your father ended up dumping me. Look at my life the way it is now. He's the one that messed everything up. What is happening there? You have a wounded mother counseling a young lady. Before you know it, that young newly married lady will become a woman on a mission, but she does not know that she's on a mission. Let me conclude what I'm saying. So this girl begins to say, all men are a scam. Men are, no, you have to be hard on them. You have to be harsh on them. In a little while, she becomes narcissistic. But let's get this thing deeper. So she meets another man. She also began to do what the other person did to him. Showers him with attention. Showers him with love. I mean, even when it comes to the other room, permit me to use that word, all the bedmatics that will finish him off, she brings that art into play. This man is like, this girl is so respectful. I've never seen a girl who is respectful, who is good in the other room. They shouldn't be in the other room. They are not married yet, but let's just allow the thing to flow. She showers him with respect, does very well in everything, washes, cleans up, and all the rest. When his heart is now in her palms, like a Delilah, she begins to summon the enemies to come. What are we saying here? She now sleeps with his driver, sleeps with his brother, sleeps with his boss, sleeps with his neighbor, sleeps with his cousin. And when this broken-hearted man confronts her, he says, is it that's what you are talking about? Is that what you are crying about like a baby? Deeply hurts this man. You see, this man too will carry that strange anointing, and then you discover that a vicious cycle has already started, because we now have a wounded man who is on a mission with a vow that in this my one single life, I will never allow any woman to do this thing to me anymore. There are various dimensions even to it. Several years ago, I was called into a situation. A commotion was happening in the front of my office. A girl was holding up a man, jacked up his shirt, and said she would not let him go. I waded into the crowd because it was in front of my office, so it was like getting crowded. And I said, what is the problem, madam? She said a statement. Now Calabar man now keep me like this. Another Calabar man can't take fire upon me. What happened? Now, this is not to mean all Calabar men, Calabar is a tribe in Nigeria, all Calabar men are bad. What she was trying to say is the bike rider is a Calabar man from that tribe. I think what happened was when she wanted to disembark from the bike, the exhaust of the bike, of the bike now burns her leg. Now it's clear from what she's saying that she once had a relationship with a Calabar man. So, and her life has been under spiral. There's a problem in her life just because of the Calabar man. So she's now saying that a Calabar man was the one that kept my life like this. Another Calabar man now wants to damage my leg again by using fire to burn me. I will not let him go. Eventually, I had to pet her. I had to take her to there was an hospital like I just sent to my office. I had to take her there, begged her to release this man. I paid for leave all that before she allowed this man to go. A wounded man is a very dangerous man. Let me give you another story. Very close to this is another story of a certain young man whom I bought some items from. I bought it on the streets, and I was telling this guy, I said, look, this item, I'm suspecting it, and I don't want to waste my money. He said, no, if it gives me any problem, I should bring it back here. I said, you people are many here. How will I recognize you in the midst of this crowd? He made a statement. He said, when you come back, ask for Fear Woman. I said, what? Is that another? He said, that's my name. Ask for Fear Woman. Everybody knows me here. What will make a man or a family call their son Fear Woman? There are so many things more than meets even the eye here. Let me give you another scenario. A man begins to sleep around with a girl that he shouldn't be doing, but it happens. And the girl gave him HIV. This is like a hypothetical situation, but these are things that happen. This girl not only gave him HIV, he discovered that the girl knew she had the disease and deliberately gives it to him. See where woundedness comes into play. This man now say, okay, I will not suffer it alone. He too now, having known that he has HIV, now decided that he too will start infecting people with HIV. And he goes up and down, sleeping around without caution, distributing this deadly virus. You have to be very careful. Keep your life secure. God is giving you wisdom here. Let me take it a little bit deeper. This is a scenario that happened in one of those villages. Some people came together. They wanted to use charm to make another person leprous. I think there were about 3 of them. So what was it? They procured a charm ring, and that charm ring, they would deposit it inside a pawpaw fruit that is on a pawpaw tree, standing tree. And then after, when the pawpaw start getting ripe and start decaying, they will go and bring it down and then pick the ring to hit the person that they wanted to make the victim. But the law of it is that that ring must not must not touch them. But the law is that the ring must not touch them. So they did that, and after a couple of days, they went back to where they put the charm ring. So one of them volunteered to go and bring the fruit down, since the thing is now like rotting. As he climbed, the pawpaw tree shook, and then the fruit fell on top of him and then poured on him. As he came down, he turned leprous. He looked at his colleagues after he has become leprous and said, oh, you people are avoiding me. Okay, it's not only me that will be leprous. He packed the rotting fruit with the ring and started running after them to put the leprosy on them too. They too started running. They now ran from the bush to the village. It was there the story now came out that they wanted to do charm against somebody. The thing now backfire, and then the other person is insisting they too must collect. Let me tell you what happened to me. This was about 25, 29 years ago, if not more, I can be exact. Anyway, I used to have a boss. For reasons best known to him, treated me like trash. And he knew that I felt the pain of what he was doing. So like a narcissistic person, he actually enjoyed treating me like trash like that. And after a while, it got too much, till I, on my own, decided to abandon the midship as my way of getting back at them, and left the company when the least expected. When people feel they can fulfill your ambitions. This guy will stand in the open hall, deliberately target me and speak, trash. Anyway, I left the company, but I did not know I was a wounded person. And I don't know, maybe I had even hurt other people because of how I was feeling. Several years back, I think this is about almost 40 years ago, I can't really, let's leave that. I was just scrolling through Facebook, and somehow I stumbled on this guy's page. Immediately I saw his profile. I was angry, I was bitter, I was sweating, my palms were wet, I was agitated. All the memories just kept flooding back. I had to hold myself. I said, whoa, hey, Oga, what's happening here? You mean after all these 30 plus 40 years, I am still this angry? That means I was carrying an injury, a wound, a hurt, a bitterness in me that had not been attended to. This person is not even in Nigeria. As at the time I saw that this thing, yet I was very, very bitter. I had to start asking God to do the inside job for me. And that is what I will advise to you too. That in case you discover that you are a wounded person, don't go about with the wound. It's time for healing. Acknowledging that you are hurt or wounded is the first step in the school of healing. Because if you cannot acknowledge there is a problem, how do we treat the problem? After acknowledging that you are wounded, it also carries an element of forgiveness. If you cannot forgive, how do you let go? This is where the problem is with a lot of people. That is why I would advise, if you get to that kind of crossroad, in case you're watching this video, I pray God heals you, but seek qualified counsel, seek a psychologist, seek a spiritual mentor or somebody who you can pour your heart into, that can pray along with you, and just make sure you get in touch with people who are knowledgeable in taking care of such things. Some of the things I will say is this: stop pretending you are fine if you are not fine. Don't say I can handle it when you are really wounded and bleeding. Taking a wounded soldier to the battle of life is creating a victim without knowing. He is going to create problem for everybody. So stop pretending you are not wounded. Pain denied becomes a poison. Pain admitted opens the door for healing. Another thing is, stop generalizing men and women. Women, they cannot be trusted. Women, if you know what women have done, no woman can be trusted. Men, they are a scam. If you put your heart in a man, he will dash it. Something of it. Don't generalize. It is one person that hurt you. It's time to forgive that person. Your wound is the one speaking, and not your wisdom. When you start generalizing everybody just because one woman did something or a man did something, and then you now begin to blame everybody. Another thing I will say is, don't bleed on the people that didn't hurt you. You remember that woman that held that man, that is Calabar man that put my life like this. Another Calabar man now want to put a scar on my body by hurting me. You see, you are bleeding on people who did not hurt you. You make people suffer needlessly just because something went wrong sometime way back in your life. Bring your pain to God before you bring your pain to people. Healing starts if you can go to God and say, Lord, this is the situation. This is how I feel. What should I do? I need your help. I will advise you to also release your offender. Why? Because if you don't release that person, the punishment is one-sided. That person may even be living his life without even bothering about whatever happened to you. Forgiveness is not a favor. Forgiveness is freedom for you. So whether he asks for forgiveness or not, take the first step for yourself. You see, a lot of people have sicknesses, issues in their life today, and these sicknesses and issues are traceable to some of the things they harbor deep in their hearts, and they will not let go. And of course, like I said, seek professional help. Look, going for therapy is not a lack of faith. It is the wisdom to repair an already damaged ground. Prayer is not to show that you are a weakling. It is because the hand of God will be brought to bear on your situation. Then another thing you need to do is surround yourself with a company that will help you heal faster. Don't go and look for mystery love company kind of people who will be like, that's what they also did to me. All these men are scam. That's what they also did to me. All these women they are dangerous. No, when you go and plug yourself into all those kind of groups, all of you may remain in the problem, in the woundedness, and nobody gets healed. Take my advice, seek help if you know there is a problem. No one thing I can say under God and with God, if a man is sincere, his healing is easier. I don't know whether some of the things I have said has helped you. I need you to put in your comments like before. Like, comment, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, as you are watching it now that I'm saying it, so that you won't forget, subscribe now, like, comment, and share. God bless you. I hope something was useful for you in this message. I'll see you in the next video.